Hello and welcome. I am Helen Grimbleby, an ever-curious painter. For a while now, I've been experimenting with the use of colour in my painting. It started in the winter when I wanted to feel the bleak but calm of winter landscapes through using shades of blue and purple. I didn't realise then that I was starting to paint not only the visible, but also the invisible. When I tried to paint the colours that I actually saw in a landscape or in a photograph, I was often a little disappointed that my painting didn't say much about how I felt experiencing a place. That was until I began to experiment more with colour. Lately, my experiments have taken a bright and colourful turn. It's got me wondering whether colour can be a proxy for the invisible, that je ne sais quoi that I'm always trying to find and paint into my work. By the invisible, I think what I mean is the hidden subjects of the painting. So if the visible subject is, say, landscape, then the hidden subjects might include the unseen forces of nature, such as the heat from the sun or the wind. And the hidden subjects might include the human experience of witnessing. That's witnessing everything through a whole range of senses. In other words, colour could be a proxy for the things that cannot be shown directly. I think that really works in this painting, which is about hot summer days, long hours of daylight, and the joyfulness that that can bring. It's been baking hot here in the UK with a prolonged heat wave, and I'm sure turning to these colours has been a direct response to experiencing that over the past few weeks. I started with the idea of an expansive sky in pink and peach colours. I do love a wide open sky, and I suppose it might represent those long summer days, but that would be subconscious. I've noticed that hot sunny days often come with cloudless blue skies. But when I think about it, we also get blue skies on rather cool spring days too. So if I want to say summer definitively, I can't really rely just on blue sky. I could rely on other environmental factors, such as the colour or the length of the grasses. But here I felt colour might be a bolder, more confident way to go about it. Moving away from observed colours, I'm free to choose colours that, well, first of all, that I like, but also colours that feel hot to me. Enter pinks and peaches. Once I've made a choice like that, it sets the direction for the painting and really presents no shortage of dilemmas. One big one was having to let go of the convention of atmospheric perspective used in observational painting to suggest distance. I invented some V-shapes in the sky and in the land to try and point to distance, but ultimately it became a choice to prioritise the feeling of summer over observation, and it became a dance to paint enough information for the painting to read as a landscape. I was amazed at how using colour in this way did not in fact create a flat image in the end. I could definitely conjure a recognisable landscape with colours that I would never have observed. Once enough information exists to recognise landscape, colour is then free to describe the known but unseen experience instead. This painting started with the idea that subtle pink highlights in a cloud might be enough without all the bright colours to describe a summer sky. I began with a neutral blue-grey colour that I might see outside on a hazy warm day and a wispy white cloud. It's only when I started to add pink highlights and purpley shadows that I chose colours again to describe the unseen, like the summer heat. I intended to create a landscape of distant hills, but the painting had completely other ideas. It felt important to keep a colour harmony in this painting, as the painting was meant to feel calm. So I began with a few marks on what I thought would be the land, with shades of purple, magenta, and pink. I stepped back to assess what I needed to do next, and to my surprise, I saw the ocean emerging out of those paint strokes. It feels like a gift when something unexpected arises in a painting, so of course I kept it. Being willing to let the subject take more of a back seat allowed the colour choices and harmony to remain intact. It's not colour per se that has become important to me in my work. It's more that things are in service of the mood of the painting. That could be colour or it could be brushstrokes. So, I would say that colour can be a wonderful choice as a proxy for the invisible subjects in my paintings, but it's not the only choice that's available. For now, I'm enjoying the rather bright and joyful colours that the summer mood is allowing me to play with. But it leaves me wondering, if colour can describe the heat of summer, what might describe the wind? If you prefer to read rather than watch, I also write a monthly newsletter based on these reflections. You'll find a link in the description and on my website. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and until next time, happy noticing.